Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we're gonna do a little MAC Mama Jamma here, and I'm gonna be showing you this grungy, edgy look using some MAC eyeshadows, lip products, cheek products, and add on to the eyes, lips, cheeks videos that I do for MAC, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm sorry, but I have to momentarily interrupt whatever the hell I'm doing in this video because the Astros just won the World Series. If you are into unstructured, undone, a more grungy and edgier look to this fall season, you know, a nice little change up, I'll be showing you exactly how I achieve this look. So if you are interested, I hope you decide to stay tuned. Let's get straight into it. So we're going to begin with the eyes, and the whole concept behind it is to look like I didn't try to put my makeup on. I'm going to show you which eyeshadows I'll be using and where I'll be placing them. The first shade is Uninterrupted, and it is a neutral brown shade. I'm going to run that through, not that finger. I'm going to run it through the upper part of my crease, so as a transition shade. And then I'm going to switch over to Natural Wilderness. Here it looks a little bit more cool tone brown, but it does come off a little bit darker, almost slightly grayish on the lids. I don't know if that's because it's in my crease and there's shadow there, but that's where I'm going to be placing it, through the crease and then the inner part of my lid, because I'm going to be doing a halo eye. And in the center, I'm going to be popping a Woodwinked, just a tiny bit. I don't want a lot of shimmer on my lids because it's supposed to look a little bit more grungy, but I did want to put in a little bit something for pizzazz. And then for eyeliner, I'm going to be using Costa Riche, which is a deep dark matte brown. And then on top of that, sort of as the base liner, so the one that's closest to my lash line, I'm going to be using Feline, which is a matte black. And I don't want this too structured. I'm not going to clean off the outer portion. It's almost as if I'm trying to create this undone look, and you'll see, like, even with my lashes, I didn't go with a full set, a more dramatic lash, because I want the focus to be on the eye look. And the bigger the lashes with a look like this, it turns into more of a glam smoky eye than keeping it more grungy. So that is the first color, and I will be going back and forth based on what I need. So next I'm going to take a Refer number 13. I'm going to pack on Natural Wilderness, tap off excess, and I'm going to start off with my outer corner. And this is a much tinier brush, slightly more dense, so I can pack on more color. But as you can see, there's a bit of gray to this eyeshadow, but it is a pretty shade. It's kind of like a musty color. And again, just blending it haphazardly but with purpose, and taking that into the inner corner and joining the two right in the crease. And I want it to peek through my crease just a little bit, so I am going to lift the shade up ever so slightly. Since this is the darker shade, I can get away with something like this. I'm just working it till I get my desired depth. Now taking Woodwinked on my finger. And again, I don't want a lot of it, just enough to bring this halo eye to life. And that's it. Like, I barely put any on my hands. Woodwinked is one of their more creamier, buttery shadows. I say it every single time I do a MAC video, especially with eyeshadow, that they are not all made the same, and I stand by that. But Woodwinked is an original classic. Time for the main star of the show. We're going to work on some liner. The rules still apply. We're going to do it rather carelessly but carefully placed. Does that make sense? So starting off with Costa Riche, I'm going to lay this on a little bit thicker because I will be blending it upwards. And I don't have to get very close to my lash line just yet. I'm going to save that for Feline. So I'm putting it rather carelessly. It's not a straight line, but I'm making sure that I keep it where I want it. I'm not going to drag it out. I'm going to use the excess of the liner to drag outwards. So I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill 39. It is a tiny pencil brush, and I'm just going to wiggle this back and forth. I'm kind of moving the product first where I place it and then slightly bring it upwards. And this is what I mean by careless. Like, I'm smudging it, I'm smoking it out, but it's not so structured. And now I'm going to bring the excess into my crease a little bit and sort of bring it out as this cat eye feature to the look. So again, bring it in slightly like this. I'm bringing it inwards this way, just kind of flicking it, and then elongating the tail end of that. And if I need more product, I can come in here and continue the process. You see how thick my liner is becoming? That's okay. That's what I want. So you see why I just want a little bit of woodwind, right? Just ever so slightly shimmery right dab center. And when I look straight ahead, and now that I've done this process of flicking in into the crease and then dragging out, you can see cat eye. But it's a hazy cat eye, which is what you want for the grunge look. Now I do this easily because I have been doing this for years, but it does take practice, okay? You probably might not get it right the first time. Just practice it. Don't overthink it. Don't add any more liner that you need. If you're wanting this hazy outer flick, don't put eyeliner on it. Use the excess on the lid and apply that on the outer corner. Trust me, it's gonna give you the effect that you want. So now we're gonna go with feline, and this one is not gonna go on as thick, and I wanna make sure this is on my lash line because I want it to coat my lashes as well, so that the mascara and the lashes can really blend well into it, but still give it a nice generous coat without trying to create a straight line. We just want the excess to be able to handle the outer corner and the smoke going upwards. So just like that. I know it seems like, how are you gonna make that like look like this? Trust me. Trust me, black liner can take you a long way. Same Morphe pencil brush, and the idea is the same, just blend it, but what you want to make sure you don't do is cover up all of that brown liner. You want the gradient of color, and that kind of lends itself to that haziness of the eyeliner. You don't know where it starts, don't know where it stops. You just know it's smoky and grungy. Just making sure my lash line is completely covered. And then I can start working on the outer corner again. Blend in, don't bring it as far as the brown, and then flick up, not going as far as the brown. So flick in, flick up, flick in, flick up. And now that I'm done, I'm gonna look straight ahead, and I already know that I've got this exactly the way I want it. See, it's cat eye, but it's hazy. And going back to Coaster Reach, we're gonna do the lower lash line. I'm just gonna go right on the lash line, not in my waterline. I'm gonna save that for the black liner. Once again, taking the Morphe brush and just kind of going ham with it. I am going to connect it to the wing, this portion right here, and I am dragging it pretty far down to make room for the black liner. And now feline, going into the waterline and just a little bit on the lash line. And again, smudging. And because I sweat a lot and I'm oily skin, I do want to set it just a little bit. So going back to the Natural Wilderness color and taking the BK Beauty A504 brush from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection, and just a little bit, tap the excess, and I'm just going to drag this along. It's not a dark enough shade to cover up the darkness from the eyeliner. I'm just setting it just a little bit. For lashes, I'm going to use the Ardell Dummy Wispies. They are fairly short, and I'm not going to draw attention to the actual lash. I want you to look at the drama for my liner. So here we have the eyes done. I just chucked on a whole bunch of mascara to give it a little bit more edge. And now we'll be moving on. I did apply some cream bronzer underneath, but I'm gonna go with, one moment, I'm gonna take a little bit of Bone Beige. And for bronzing, I'm going to use some Shade Stir, and I think I might dabble into shadowy just a little for the hollows. We'll see. So taking my BK Beauty 110 and starting off with Bone Beige, just adding color. These are heavily pigmented, so don't be deceived by the color. And my brush is slightly more dense because I want to place using this brush, and then I'm going to go over it with a bronzing brush. Contouring my nose a bit. Taking my bronzer brush. This is a MAC 135. Taking Shade Stir, which is the second color I showed you, which is a little bit warmer. And I only put a little bit on my brush, but I want to use this to blend out all of this. I'm using the edges. Now I think for a grungy look, it's not, as common to do this whole bit of contour or bronzing. It's usually one or the other, and I think contour products is where it slightly leans towards, but it's me. This is the 108. It's not as dense, so taking just the slightest bit of shadowy, just a little, just a tap, and I'm gonna go right on the outer portions, pretty much my hairline, just a little bit. I have Copper Tone. This is the Refer number 19 brush, taking Copper Tone just a little, and she's going on the outer corner. So basically right on top of the contour shade. We want to focus on the eyes, right? Yes. The answer is yes. I wanted to see if we could do a dark lip, but then also do a more nudish lip. We'll just try and see where it lands. So I picked out Max Chestnut, and I wanted to see if I just put this all over my lips, because I think it's gonna look like super grungy, just having this almost worn in dark lip, and also having that kind of fits into the theme of fall, where most people tend to bring out their darker lipsticks. I don't have a dark MAC lipstick, but I do have this lip liner, and so you can do this lip look with just the chestnut lip liner, but I know that I like to do me some combos. And in light of the fact that many of you have said that they've never heard of the lipstick Yash and how much I talk about it, bringing Yash back out. If you have not tried Yash, I'm not even saying purchase it, I'm saying go swatch it. It might change your life. Making it a little bit more nudie. You're welcome. So that's Yash applied on top of all of that chestnut lip liner. I think this can work too. I think this is a little bit more wearable, but if you like to go the original lined lips lipstick in the middle, let's. So taking chestnut again, a bit more Yash in the center. And there you have a more traditional lip liner lipstick look. And if you have medium to deeper skin tones, I think I put this in one of my videos already, this combination. Look at it. This might just be the one for you. But here is the final look of this grunge MAC lips, eyes, cheeks video. Sorry it's taken a while, but it's like there's only so much I can do. I haven't bought any new MAC stuff, so it was hard to come up with even more ideas. I'm trying, I really am. So here again, one last look. So pretty. It's really fast, guys, but it still looks like, it still looks good. As always, I'll be listing every single product in the description box down below. I will also link them for you in case you're interested in checking them out. Just remember that most of them are magic links, so I do make a small commission every time you decide to make a purchase. You can also check me out on Instagram. That is where I post most of my makeup looks, along with all the products in the caption, so be sure to check out the first link in the description box down below. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.